everyone. This channel is supposed to be running, showing my training. I've been running, I've been training, but life's just been hard recently and filming's just been in the back of the mind. But I did just finish a run on the hills, so don't look as red as I was expecting. It's cooled down a bit. I probably should have been at home facing life's problems, but I decided to go for a run in the mountains instead, which is like fine because that's my way of dealing with everything. And I've been sharing like my running journey on and off for a long time now, probably 10 years, which is like as long as I've been running. But I want to start opening up about the heavier side of it, the heavier side of life, I guess, because it's a big part of why I run and why I continue to run. Because I started running, I think 2016. I just wanted to lose a bit of weight. I was homeschooled. I had a really hard time with school, so I was at home. I was bored. Like, why not run? And so yeah, I started doing that. And now it's turned into more of like, I love running, but it also just helps me mentally. Like, it helps me survive those thoughts, but obviously doesn't get rid of them. And I've been dealing with a lot mentally for a very long time. 10 years, over 10 years probably. But who knows at this point, you know? Who's counting? A lot of anxiety that makes everyday life just feel terrifying and overwhelming. The hardest part is probably, I think, what people online nowadays like to call unalived thoughts, attempts. I had one like half attempt a very long time ago, probably when I was like 15 maybe. I would put it this way, I didn't take like enough. It just made me a bit ill. And then I had many other times where I planned it but never went through with it. And that stuff I still think about. It feels easier to deal with when I'm out running, especially on a day like today where the sun is shining, it's beautiful, and I went to the mountains for a run. You know, I just go out for a run in the sunshine on the hills and I'm like, yeah, there are some good bits to life, even if most of it sucks. Oh yeah, there's just been a very long stretch of my life where I just don't want to be here, you know? I think I've had more years of my life wanting it to end than I have just like compared to living like normally, being okay with life. It's been a long time. I'm only 25. It's been a long time. Anyway, running, it's one of the only things I have in life that truly helps me deal with those thoughts. I don't have the money for therapy, so running it is. You know, going out just gives me time, space, and enough quiet time like by myself to just process what's happening in my head and anything that's happening in life. You know, I know there's people out there who will feel the same. That kind of rhythm of running, I don't like, it's monotone, I don't know if that's the right word to use, but repetitive. So everything else can just shut off, and all I do is think, you know? So it's easier to just figure the brain out. It doesn't always work like that. I get into these very destructive loops where I know my mental health and my life can quite literally depend on going out for a run. And I'll tell myself, I could sit there for hours telling myself I'm going to do it, I have to do it, but I just can't move, and I'll sit there staring at a wall for hours. I'll just feel stuck, and all of a sudden it would be dark outside, time for bed, and I'll do the same thing the next day. I self-sabotage, like really bad. I am my worst enemy. I know better. I know I'm my worst enemy. I know when I self-sabotage and when I'm being very destructive to myself. But, and anyone else out there that has mental health issues, like fighting this, like, just... It's just constantly fighting, like literally a battle with your own mind. You're fighting yourself every single day. Anyway, I want to share that side of it, like that mental health side of it. I want to share these things more alongside running, because I've felt so, because for so long, literally the entire time I've been dealing with this, I've felt completely alone. Even there's people who would know that I have these issues, but I still feel very alone. But I know I'm not. I know there's people out there that deal with these things too. And hopefully this will help me, but it can also help other people as well. We're not alone, and this is not like a perfect recovery story. You know, this has been going on for like over 10 years. There won't be a change like that. There's been a lot going on in life recently. This is the closest I've been for a while to just finishing everything. I think this will be my last hope, to put it bluntly. I have 5 days in work, and then it's summer holidays. I work in a nursery, so I'll only be doing 1 day a week throughout summer with 1 full week off. So I'm literally only working 5 days over summer. And I'm going to use this summer to really just try for the final time. I have goals that I want to achieve. I don't want it to end. But 10 years is a long time to be feeling like this. I don't know what the next one will be. There most likely won't be consistent uploads. I'm going to try and get one out a week. I'll see how it goes. So yeah, I'll see you at some point. Bye.